You got a book, I'm a book with you. What you gon' do when a Reaper come? What you gon' do when he pull a gun? Is you gon' stay?
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Clutch bringing you another commentary. Sorry I've been away, been coaching youth football. Let's get right into it. This is my breakdown of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare made by Sledgehammer Games, their first Call of Duty, complete Call of Duty. It's going to be featuring Kevin Spacey, as you can see a screenshot on the screen now. Let's not too much focus on the gameplay. Let's get right into it. We've seen a lot in the trailer. A bunch of people did their breakdowns. I waited. I watched it over and over and over again. I'm going to show you a couple screenshots. It's exoskeletons all over the place. I think they're going to be a big part of the game. I don't know if it's going to be single player or multiplayer. I kind of hope that it's not really multiplayer. There's a lot of stuff that's OP right now. The year's supposed to be like 2050 or 2045 or something like that. They are bringing back the Tomahawk, as you can see on this next clip. It looks like a Tomahawk. It could be his exoskeleton. There's a couple of different things that I want to bring up. The goggle system is one. And if you look at these screenshots coming up, you can see two different versions of the goggles. Now, that could be like an advanced targeting system. It could be, the way that you see your enemies. You see it's up right there and then it's down there. We never know. It's too early to tell. I tried to slow the video down over and over again so I could bring you guys these videos. The one thing that I really hope to God is not in the game, and I've seen it 3 or 4 times in the trailer, and that's cloaking. The vehicles would be cool in the single player, but as in multiplayer, I do not want to see cloaking in a multiplayer. People camp enough, and I honestly believe that if cloaking is in the game, it will ultimately ruin COD. The next is a grenade. I think you could use it pretty good, and as you can see on the screen, you can see one guy whenever he pops the grenade. You can see the outline of his body. Depending on the time frame of that nade and how long it lasts, and if you could do different perks to counteract that grenade, I think it would be pretty good in the multiplayer. But like I said, it is only May and it got released. This is the single player. We'll probably get more at E3. Whenever you look at multiplayer, there's several different things that jumped out to me in the release trailer. The first one was the wall. If everybody's seen it, you've seen the guy put up the wall. There it is right there on the screen. That could give you cover. I think that would be a good kill streak, or not really a kill streak, maybe something like as your equipment, as your lethal or something like that, or maybe even a tactical. I think that would give a pretty decent advantage and not be OP. The next one is the spider hands. If you've watched the trailer, I've watched it probably 1,000 times, and there it is on the screen. The spider hands, whenever you watch it, you can see him not use his weapon, so he's already at a disadvantage. And if you look, that is a certain kind of wall that he's climbing up. And I don't know if it's going to be every wall that you can climb. I don't really know that yet, but you know what? If it is certain walls and there's like a 2-story building, maybe, instead of going up the ladder, or you could go up a side, you can climb up the wall with those, but you're already at a disadvantage, and hopefully they can balance it out so you're not so much screwing yourself by using that ability. People are kind of wondering about the scooters in this thing, and they kind of remind me of the Star Wars, whenever they're driving on them and things like that. I doubt that they're gonna be in the multiplayer, because hell, it's not Battlefield. But I'm gonna be honest with you, these scooters are fast. I'm gonna do 2 screenshots, one of the back part of it where it hovers off the ground, kind of like a hovercraft without the balloon, and this one, it's going 85 miles an hour. That's probably going to be something like you've seen in a Modern Warfare series where you're on the snowmobile and you're shooting. It's probably going to be something like that. You know, and then a lot of people are asking, well, where the map's at and things like that. Well, I found this screenshot that's coming up, and if this holds true, I googled it, and it's Lagos, Africa, is where he's at right there. I hope that, you know, Sledgehammer helped on certain games. This game is 3 years in the running, and I hope to God the Xbox One can get their stuff together and not be 900 or rendered to 900. I hope it's full 1080p. All the screenshots that I've seen, I mean, they look really good, just from different characters and Spacey himself. You know, he's a phenomenal actor, and just his presence in the game is going to be pretty sick. But, you know, he's always talking about democracy and America trying to take over certain parts of the world and democratize them. But he's kind of got a point, because most countries don't want that. And, you know, they get into this private sector of, you know, warfare and things like that. And I have a feeling that he's going to try to take over. How that plays in the multiplayer, I don't really know. I don't play too much of the campaign, even though it's probably going to be phenomenal. But here's another screenshot coming up, you know, of probably how they're going to take a style of like a Red Dawn type of style and cage up people, and if they're not following their ideology, they're going to cage them up, as you can see on the screen. You know, exoskeletons and the whole jumping ability, I don't know. You know, we'll see how it plays out. I don't want it to be too much like Titanfall. You know, that's one thing that really, you know, people are taking it, or, oh, they're taking Crysis, they're taking Titanfall. I mean, they're not really taking anything. They've had 3 years to build this game. You know, they might take a little bit here and there of certain things, of certain ideas, and make them better. But, you know, it's still too early. You know, I've watched this trailer over and over and over again, and I'm trying to break it down to what I can see in the multiplayer, because, again, I'm a multiplayer guy. Call of Duty Ghosts was a failure to me. You know, I lost interest in Ghost, and I hope that God Sledgehammer brings it back. I don't really know how they're going to do the whole laser weapons and combined energy and into like laser guns, and there's a couple of more screenshots that I didn't really want to put on here, but there's one that it shows all 3 sites, or what I can gather, and actually I'll put that on here. The 3 sites, you know, you normally have a red dot, you'll have like a holographic or an ACOG 3 times zoom. You know, there's a couple of them that showed kind of, you know, like a futuristic site where it probably showed the outline of the body. That was in Ghost. You know, I didn't really like them, and I hope they don't go back to that. You know, there's 2 directions they can go. They can use that in the multiplayer, or they can do like a bare bones multiplayer where it brings back the gun game, or not the gun game, but the gun battle, the gunfight, the one-on-one gun battle between you and the other online players. There's going to be a lot of information from now until the release in November about COD. A lot of it you'll see at E3. You know, I was trying to get tickets to go out to LA and for the E3. You know, they're putting a lot of emphasis on the whole MLG series, which competitive COD is phenomenal to me. I really, really like it. But let's bring back the fun factor. Let's bring back what the public want. You know, that's just a game to play and have fun. Competitiveness will come. Let's not make something overpowered, you know, to where like a laser beam rifle. I mean, come on. Let's go back to the FAMAS and the MP5s and things like that actually make them fun. where it takes skill to actually use it, not where you can pick up a sniper and just start picking people off from half the distance of a map, doing a 1080 BA right joystick, whatever phase trick shotters do, which is bullshit. It's stupid. Let's bring back Call of Duty to where people enjoy playing it. You know, and I like the 3-year rotation. It gives the devs time to build a game that's actual fun, and it gives them time to you know, build something for us, you know, change the engine if they have to, things like that. Guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. More videos will be coming soon. I appreciate y'all bearing with me while I'm coaching football and things like that. Peace.
And if you got a book, I'ma book with you. What you gonna